Hello, welcome to the tutorial of Indian classical music. I am Lipika, a devotee of Indian classical vocal, instrument and dance. Today is the last part of semester 4. I told you when I started this tutorial, the entire course is divided into 6 semesters. This is the 4th semester, is going to be finished today, and from the next episode we will be starting the 5th semester. 2 more semesters are remaining. What have you learnt yet? You have learnt the basic theory of music in first semester. Then in second semester, in the primary level, you learnt 3 ragas, few more alankars along with tal. In the third and fourth semester, you have learnt more khyal songs, more ragas, dhrupad, geet, and obviously talas. Today is the last part of fourth semester. After finishing fourth semester, you are able to obtain senior diploma, which is the intermediate level of music. Now, 5th semester onwards, we will be doing the graduation level. And after finishing 6th semesters, 2 more semesters are remaining. After finishing 6 semesters, you are able to have the title Sangeet Visharad and internationally celebrity, whatever you want. So, today what we will be learning? We will be discussing about few definitions, not few, 50 definitions. 50 number of definitions you should know nicely, so you can have an outline idea about classical music. The first definition is music. What is music? According to Swami Vivekananda, music is the highest art to those who understand the greatest worship. I repeat, music is the highest art to those who understand the greatest worship. Music itself is an art. Indian classical music is a combination of art, emotion, and expression based on spiritualism, tranquility of mind, and offerings to the Supreme Power. Indian classical music flows with tradition taught by the Guru to the disciple, maintaining a particular traditional grammar. Music is nothing but the composition of notes in rhythm and tune, which gives an eternal pleasure. Music is nothing but the composition of notes in tune and rhythm, which gives an eternal pleasure. Second definition, Hindustani music, and third definition, Carnatic music. What is Hindustani music and what is Carnatic music? First, Hindustani music. Indian classical music is broadly divided into 2 parts. Above Vindhyachal range, the music is known as North Indian music or Hindustani classical music. What is Carnatic music? Indian classical music is broadly divided into 2 parts. The music below the Vindhyachal range is known as South Indian music or Carnatic music. So, what is Hindustani music and Carnatic music? Answer is, Indian classical music is broadly divided into 2 parts. Above Vindhyachal range, the music is known as Hindustani music, and the music below the Vindhyachal range is known as Carnatic music. Clear? I have made 50 definitions in different parts. The first part you learnt what is music, what is Hindustani music, and what is Carnatic music. 3 definitions are over. Now the second part. Here we will be knowing 5 more words. Dhvani, Nad, Shruti, Swar and Alankar. Number 1 is Dhvani. What is Dhvani? Dhvani is a Sanskrit word, means sound of any kind. Whatever we hear is Dhvani. Out of all Dhvanis created in the world, the Dhvanis which are musical called Nadas. Sounds that are musical called Nadas. As an example, this clap is a Dhvani, but the bell sound, tong, tong, this is a Nada. So, sound of clap is a Dhvani and sound of the bell is a Nada. Next definition, Nada. What is Nad or Nada? Nada is defined as the most minute vibration of sound. Nada is of 2 types, Ahata and Anahata. Ahata Nada originates from chest, throat, mouth and comes out as a sound through vocal cord. Whereas Anahata Nada is a feeling which only the yogi people can feel through their deep meditation. What is Shruti? Shruti is a Sanskrit word found in the Vedic text, smallest interval of pitch which a human ear can detect. According to Natya Shastra, there are 22 Shrutis and 7 Swar in an octave. Octave means Saptak. There are 22 Shrutis and 7 Swars in a Saptak. Of the 22 Shrutis, 4th Shruti to be Sa, 7th to be Re, 9th to be Ga, 13th as Ma, 17th as Pa, 20th to be Dha and 22nd as Ni. So, the sound that we can clearly see, understand and tell the difference between them is called Shruti. So, 22 Shrutis and 7 Swars exist in a Saptak or in an octave. Next definition is Swar. What is Swar? Swar is the ancient Indian concept about the complete dimension of musical pitch. Swar is the ancient Indian concept about the complete dimension of musical pitch. Swars are nothing more than the 7 notes of the Indian musical scale. Swars are nothing more than the 7 notes of Indian musical scale. Swars are of 2 types, Shuddha Swar and deformed Swar. Shuddha Swar and deformed Swar. Shuddha Swars are 7 in number, which are Saraj, Rishabh, Gandhar, Madhyam, Pancham, Dhaibat, Nishad. Nickname Sa, Re, Ga, Ma, Pa, Dha, Ni. Deformed swars are of two types, Komal swar and Tibra or Kadi swar. Deformed swars are of two types, Komal and Kadi or Tibra. Kadi and Tibra is same, Komal Kadi or Komal Tibra. Komal swars are four in number, which are Re, Ga, Dha and Ni. Kadi or Tibra swar is only one, which is Ma, Madhyam. So, total number of swars are 12. 7 Shuddha swar, Saregama Padhani, 4 Komal swar, Re Ga Dha Ni, Komal Re, Komal Ga, Komal Dha, Komal Ni, and 1 Tibra swar, which is Tibra Ma or Kadi Ma. So, total 12 swars are Shuddha swar Saregama Padhani, Komal Re, Komal Ga, Komal Dha, Komal Ni, and Tibra Ma. This is the full picturization of swars. And the sum total of these 12 notes is called a saptak. And there are 3 saptaks, Mandra saptak, Madhya saptak and Tar saptak. What is the difference between Mandra, Madhya and Tar saptak? The sound of which saptak is 2 times lower than Madhya saptak is known as Mandra saptak. So, the sound of which 2 times higher than Mandra saptak is known as Madhya saptak. Clear? And what is Tar saptak? The sound of which saptak is 2 times higher than Madhya saptak is the Tar saptak. So, Mandra saptak is the lower level, Madhya saptak is the middle level and Tar saptak is the higher level. Level means level of pitch. And one more thing, among these 12 notes, Sa and Pa, they don't have any deformed formation. That's why they are known as Achal swar, जो चलता नहीं, स्थिर, Achal, Achal swar. And rest notes are known as Chal swar. Sa and Pa are Achal swar and Re, Ga, Ma, Dha, Ni are Chal swar. Why Chal swar? Because they have Komal or Tibra formation. Apart from their Shuddha form. Next is Alankar. Alankar is integral with the core essence of Hindustani music. The term Alankar is found in Bharat's Natya Shastra, which was written sometime between 200 BC and 200 AD. Alankar means ornaments. Systematic and beautiful arrangements of swars are called Alankar, which is also known as Palta. So, we have learnt what is music, what is Hindustani music, what is Carnatic music. In the second part, we came to know about Dhvani, Nad, Shruti, Swar and Alankar. So, 8 definitions we have learnt. Now, we will be knowing about Thaat, Janak Thaat, Raga, few types of ragas, Tuk, Sthayi Antara Sanchari Avhog, Bistar, Sparsh Swar, Barjit Swar, Alap, Bistar, Gaiki, Naiki, Mir, Gamak, Murchana. Total 25 number of definitions. We are just knowing what the word means. First is Thaat. What is Thaat? The composition of notes which are capable of creating ragas are known as Thaat. There are 10 Thaats in Hindustani classical music who are also known as Janak That. Janak means Pita, who are also known as Janak That, who can create ragas. All ragas are created from this 10 That. All ragas have been created from this 10 That. What are the names of those Thats? Kalyan, Vilaval, Khambaj, Bhairav, Bhairavi, Purbi, Marwa, Ashavari, Tori and Kafi. The meaning of the word That is frame, structure. So we came to know about That and Janak That. Next is Raga. What is Raga? The composition of notes who are able to give pleasure. Different type of ragas are there. We will be knowing 3 types of raga: Janya raga, Asray raga and Sandhi Prakash raga. What is Janya raga? Janya means Jata, who is born. The ragas created from Janak That are known as Janya raga, who are created from those 10 Janak That. Next is Asray raga. We know all ragas are created from one of the That. Each That has a raga and the raga is named after the That, as Bhairava raga is created from Bhairava That. This raga is called the Asray raga of that That. This raga, named after the That, is known as the Asray raga of that That. So, the Bhairava raga is the Asray raga of Bhairava That. Next definition is Sandhi Prakash raga. Sandhi Prakash raga. Timing of which raga is the meeting point of day and night is known as Sandhi Prakash raga. Meeting time, Sandhi means meeting time, Sandhi Khan. In Hindi we say Sandhi Kshan, means the meeting point of day and night. Day is going, night is coming. They are meeting together. Night is going, day is coming. They are meeting together. In that time, the ragas we sing are known as Sandhi Prakash raga. In Arohan, Avrohan and Pakar. What is Arohan? The chronological step up of notes is known as Arohan. What is Avrohan? The chronological step down of notes is known as Avrohan. What is Pakar? The minimum number of notes by which we can identify a raga. The minimum number of notes by which we can identify a raga is known as Pakar. Ni re ga re sa pa ma ga re sa. Raga Iman. We can identify in listening. Ni re ga re sa pa ma ga re sa. So this ni re ga re sa pa ma ga re sa is the Pakar of raga Iman. What is Badi and Sambadi? What is Badi Swar and Sambadi Swar? Badi Swar. The maximum used note in a raga, the maximum used swar in a raga is known as Badi Swar. And the second maximum used swar in a raga is known as Sambadi Swar. Samabadi. As well as Badi, as good as Badi. So, Badi and Samabadi are the most important and the second important notes in a raga. What is Barjit Swar? The swar is omitted, is known as Barjit Swar. The swar is omitted either in Arohan or in Avrohan or in a raga is known as Barjit Swar, as Re and Pa, Rishabh and Pancham are Barjit in raga Malkosh, Saga Madha Nisa Sani Dhama Gasa. is the Arohan and Avrohan. No Rishabh, no Pancham is there in Raga Malkush. So Pancham and Rishabh are the Varjit swars in this raga. What is Sparsh swar? Sparsh swar. Just touch note. The swar we just touch and go is known as Sparsh swar. Suppose we are going to pa, ma touch karke. So ma is the Sparsh swar, but pa is the main swar. In the notation we will be writing pa, Pancham, and ma will be writing before pa, just थोड़े से ऊपर में. Along with pa, ma will be there in touching pa, छोटा करके. A small ma will be there along with pa in just touching. Even in voice we will be singing in that way. Means we will be reaching there at pa, but touching ma. Pa, pa, pa. Just ma को touch करके pa में जाना. Pa is the main swar, but ma just voice का wave ma को touch करके जा रहे हैं. While going we are just touching ma. That's why these swars are known as Sparsh swar. Next is Jati. In all the ragas, equal number of notes may not be used in Arohan and Avrohan. In some ragas, 7 swars are used. In some ragas, 6 swars are used. And in some ragas, 5 swars are used. This is called the Jati of raga. There are 3 types of Jati which are noticed in all ragas. When 7 notes are being used, the Jati is known as Sampurna. When 6 notes are being used, the Jati is known as Sharab. And when 5 notes are being used, the Jati is known as Aurav. So there are 3 types of Jati: Sampurna, Sharab and Aurav. Tuk. Next definition is the Tuk. What is Tuk? The lyric made for a song is having few parts, either 2 parts or 4 parts. These parts are called Tuk or Abhayab. They are Sthai, Antara, Sanchari and Avhog. Next definition is Sthai. What is Sthai? The first part of a song is known as Sthai. After finishing other part, the singer has to come back to Sthai. A song starts from this part and ends here. The other name of Sthai is Mukhra. Next definition, Antara. What is Antara? The second part of a song is known as Antara. In this part, the tune goes to the higher side of Tar Saptak and comes back within Madhya Saptak. Next definition is Sanchari. What is Sanchari? The third part of a song is known as Sanchari. The tune stays within Madhya and Mandra Saptak. Next is Avhog. What is Avhog? The fourth part of a song is called Avhog. This part is similar to Antara. Next 3 definitions are Alap, Bistar and Tan. Alap, Bistar and Tan. What is Alap? Alap means introduction. Introduction to the raga. Before singing any raga, the artist introduces the raga to the audience by using the specific swars of that raga through alap. In alap, nam, tam, a, these types of words are used for expansion of raga. Nam, tam words are normally used for Dhrupad and Dhamar song, and in Khyal song, a or sargams are normally used. There is no convention of using rhythm in alap. Next is bistar. What is bistar? Same as alap but with rhythm. The singer improvises the ragas by doing bistar along with the rhythm. What is tan? The composition of notes used in a raga sung in a first rhythm. Sung in a first rhythm is known as tan. Tan is of different types as Shuddha tan, Bol tan, Kut tan, Misra tan, Vakra tan, Sapat tan, etc. When lyric is added to the tan is known as Bol tan. When lyric is added to the tan is known as Bol tan. Gamak, Mir, Murchana, Gaiki, Naiki. These 5 definitions we have to know. What is gamak? Any note or swar pronounced in a particular wave with sweetness and depth is known as gamak. As example, sa, sa, this is gamak. Sa, re, sa, this is gamak. We notice the application of gamak in tappa song. Next is mir. What is mir? The flow from one note to another note is called mir. Example, pari. Pare, pare. If I crawl from pa to re, it will be a mir. Pare, mir. Pa, re, no, that's not the mir. Pa is an individual swar, re is an individual swar. But pa and re, if there is a mir, it is connected with the mir. Pare, pare, pare. It's mir. Murchana. What is murchana? The continuous arohan avarohan of 7 notes in series is called murchana. The continuous arohan avarohan of 7 notes in series is called murchana. Example, sa re ga ma pa dha ni sa ni dha pa ma ga re ga ma pa dha ni sa re sa ni dha pa ma ga ma pa dha ni sa re ga re sa ni dha pa ma. Like this. Next definition is gaiki. What is gaiki? The singing style of a singer which proves his or her own talent or idea or improvisation, maintaining the grammar he or she learned from guru is called gaiki. Means the singer has to have his or her own signature, own talent. The specific style of singing of a specific person is known as gaiki. The specific singing style of a singer is known as gaiki. And what is naiki? The singing style of a singer which shows top to bottom copy of his her guru is known as naiki. So, what is the difference between gaiki and naiki? Naiki is the top to bottom copy to someone and gaiki no. Learned from someone but presenting on his or her own style. Means the singer is able to create his own style. So, Gaiki is much more valuable than Nike. In this part, we will be learning 7 definitions based on tals, based on rhythms. All are connected with a tal. So, what is tal? Summation of beats in a systematic way is called tal. The word tal is originated from the first letter of Tandava, dance of Shiva, and the first letter of Lasya, dance of Parvati. Tandava and Lasya, Ta and La, are originated from these 2 dance styles created by Nataraj and Parvati. To make the music pleasing, various types of tals were created in various rhythms. There are 2 types of tal, namely Samapadi and Bi-Samapadi. Samapadi tal, Bi-Samapadi tal. The equal distribution of beat in each division is known as Samapadi tal. Example, give example, Dadra, Kaharwa, Surpak tal. Dadra 3-3, Kaharwa 4-4, Surpak tal 2-2-2-2-2. There are so many. Trital, Chautal, etc. The tal where unequal number of beats are noticed in each division is called Bi-Samapadi tal. Like Tivra, Didi na Dhina Dhina 3-2-2, Chhap tal 2-3-2-3, Dhina Dhina Tina Titina. Whatever you learned, find out. Now you can differentiate which tal is Samapadi, which tal is Bi-Samapadi. Next definition is beat. What is beat? Matra. A beat is created by dividing the total time in equal fraction, isn't it? Suppose it's a 16-beat tal, 14-beat tal, 12-beat tal, 8-beat tal, whatever it is. The beats are equally distributed. Equal gaps are there in between the beats. So, a beat is created by dividing the total time in equal fraction. Division. What is division? The total number of beats are divided into some parts. These parts are known as the divisions of the tal. First division, second division, third division, fourth division. Some tals may have 2 divisions, some tals may have 3 divisions, some talas may have 4 division, 5 division, 6 division, whatever it is. It depends on the characteristics of the tal. Tali. What is tali? Tali is a sound made by the clapping of both hands. To show the character of a tal, a particular beat is used as tali to show that particular tal. Then khali. What is khali? To show the division of tals, sometimes there is no tali on some beats. These beats are called khali. Khali alerts the dancer or singer about som. What is som? The first beat of a tal is known as som. The first beat of a tal is known as som. The sign is plus or multiplication. Som sign is either plus or a multiplication sign. And khali sign is a small circle, a 0, O. To show the division, generally we use either a tali or a khali. Tali means clap, khali is wave. To show the division, we use a tali or khali. to show that the new division starts. So sometimes there is no tali on some beats, these beats are called khali, sometimes there are talis. Then loy, what is loy? The speed of a tal is called loy. The speed of a tal is called loy, tempo. There are three types of loy: vilambit, madhya and drut. Slow, medium and speed. There are three types of loy: vilambit, which is slow, madhya, which is the medium speed, and drut means fast speed, high speed. In this part, we will be learning different type of songs in Hindustani music, different genre of songs. Means khyal, dhrupad, thungri, ghazal, bhajan, tappa, dhamar, dadra. There are so many, but we will be knowing these 8 types of song. First is khyal. What is khyal? Khyal or khyal is the major form of Hindustani classical music in the Indian subcontinent. The word khyal comes from a Persian, Arabic, Urdu word meaning imagination or idea or mood. Khyal allows the performer greater freedom in expressing the raga in different forms like alap, bandish, bistar, tan, etc. Khyal are of two types. Vilambit khyal or bade khyal and drut khyal or chote khyal. Bhajan. What is bhajan? Bhajan is another type of song in Hindustani classical music by which we do the prayer. Bhajans are the devotional song. Bhajans are the devotional songs by which we can do our prayer to the Supreme Power. Mirabai, Kabir are the ever remembered bhajan creators in the world. Dhrupad. What is Dhrupad song? Dhrupad is an old type song in India about 500 years. Dhruva means truth and pada means word. So Dhruva pada, true words. In 1486 to 1518, Dhrupad song was discovered by King Mansingh in Gwalior. In his time, Dhrupad song was very popular. History says in Mughal era, Akbar used to listen Dhrupad song regularly in his courtroom, sung by the famous singer Tan Sen. Dhrupad song reached into a great height in that time. Next is Thungri. What is Thungri? The vocal genre or style of Indian music. Thungri text is devotional or romantic in nature. The lyrics are usually Hindi, dialects called Awadhi and Vrija Bhasha. Thungri is characterized by its sensuality and by a greater flexibility with the raga. Next is Ghazal. What is Ghazal? Ghazal is a short poem consisting of rhyming couplets called Bayt. B-A-Y-T. Bayt, whatever it is. Most ghazals have between 7 and 12 bayts. The ghazals are the oldest poetic form. Still in use. Traditionally invoking melancholy, love, longing, and metaphysical questions. Ghazals are often sung by Iranians originally an Arabic verse form dealing with loss and romantic love. Medieval Persian poets embraced the ghazal, eventually making it their own. The form also has an intricate rhyme scheme. Each couplet ends on the same word or phrase and is preceded the couplet's rhyming word, which appears twice in the first couplet. The last couplet includes a proper name of any of the poets. In the Persian tradition, each couplet was of the same meter and length, and the subject matter included both erotic longing and religious belief or mysticism. Ghazal songs are very popular in Indian subcontinent. Next is Tappa. What is Tappa? Tappa is a form of Indian semi-classical vocal music. Its speciality is a rolling pace based on fast, subtle and naughty construction. Its tunes are melodious and sweet and depict the emotional outbursts of a lover. Tappa were sung mostly by songstresses, known as bagis in royal courts. Tappa originated from the folk songs of the camel riders in Punjab. The Tappa style of music was refined and introduced to the imperial court of the Mughal Emperor Muhammad Shah and later by Shauri Mia, a court singer of Asafuddaulah, Nawab of Awadh. In Bengal, Ramanidhi Gupta and Kalidas Chattopadhyay composed Bengali Tappa, and they are known as Nidhu Babur Tappa, a semi-classical form of Bengali songs. Next is Dhamar. What is Dhamar song? The Dhrupad song set to Dhamar Tal is known Dhamar song. I told in class when I taught Dhamar Tal. The Dhrupad song set to Dhamar Tal is known as Dhamar. Last definition is Dadra. What is Dadra? What is Dadra song? Dadra is a light classical form in Hindustani classical music, mostly performed in Agra and Bundelkhand region. It was originally accompanied by Dadra Tal, from where the term for the genre was borrowed. But later, Dadra compositions are often found in other light talas, such as Kaharwa, etc. Semester 4 is ending today. I said a few definitions, only 50 definitions. Rests are 500, 5,000, 5 lakhs. This is an ocean. Can everything be said in a limited time? No, it's not possible. I just touched as much as I could. Those who want to study high level after finishing the 6th semester course, contact me. I will try my best to teach you as much as I can. Those who want to obtain senior diploma after 4th semester in this time, please contact me for online diploma. My email address is there in the starting and ending of the video. You can send comment in the public comment box, no problem. I am very free to help you. Okay, thank you very much for watching the tutorial. See you in the following episode then, which is the starting of 5th semester. Goodbye.